Good morning, peeps. Happy e-learning day. Today we're going to start on absolute value. I'm just recording it in case you missed the e-learning. So we're only doing 1 through 10. I'm going to do the majority of them, and then you'll do a couple on your own. Okay, so when we see bars like this in math, okay, those are absolute value bars. Okay, and what they do is they take anything inside the bar, once you get the actual down to a single number, and it's a magic machine really, and it takes it and it turns it positive for your answer. So if I had a 1 in here, my actual answer, boom, ching, it did the machine and it out popped positive 1. Okay, if I had a negative 1 in here, cha-ching, and out popped still positive 1. Okay, same thing, if I put a negative 10 in there, then my answer is 10. If I put a 10 in there, my answer is 10. Okay, if I put a negative 12 in there, my answer is 12. Okay, so it takes whatever's on the inside and it turns it positive. Okay, and so when we're looking on here, I know that my answer is 5. And so there are 2 possible answers for x. The first being 5 and the other being negative 5 for my x. Okay, and again, that goes back to, so we know that our answer is 5. If I would put a 5 in here, cha-ching, it's going to out-pop a positive 5. If I would put a negative 5 in for the x, cha-ching, it's going to out-pop a positive 5. Okay, so it's literally just that easy. So if we look at this one, I know that my answer is 7. So there are 2 possible answer options. The first being 7 and the second being negative 7. Okay, once we start getting to more multi-step, okay, you're still going to get 2 answers for the n, but we have to figure out how to get those 2 answers. And I'm going to hop around a little bit today. We're going to start off on number 9. Okay, and so there's 2 ways to do this. The first being you could just say comma equals, so I know that my first answer is 7. So my other one, I'm going to set it to negative whatever that is. So in this case, negative 7. So like this one, I would set it to negative 12. So I would have 2 answer options, 12 and negative 12. And this first one, I'm going to do the really long way. And then after that, I'll show you kind of a shortcut way. So you're really going to be solving 2 separate equations. The first, r plus 5, which is the stuff on the inside, equals 7. And the second being r plus 5 equals, everything is the 100% same, except for we're going to say negative 7. Okay, and we're going to solve for r. And we've already solved one-step equations before, so it shouldn't be anything too crazy. So in order to move that plus 5, we have to say minus 5. And same thing, we're going to do the exact same thing over here, minus 5. Okay? So over here, you're going to get r equals, well, 7 minus 5 is 2. And then over here, negative 7 minus 5 is going to be negative 12. Okay, normally I'm not like, oh, check your work or whatever, but if we would plug this in for r, right, we're going to have 2 plus 5, which is 7, and cha-ching, that does the machine and out pops 7, which is what I got. Negative 12 plus 5 is going to be negative 7, cha-ching, that the machine does it, and you're going to get a 7 as well. Okay, so now this is the longer way because we're setting up the equations 2 times. Okay, now the shorter way, it's still the same, it's just less writing you have to do. So we're going to go back up to number 5, okay? And the shorter way goes like this. So we have 5, so my other answer option is going to be negative 5. So rather than writing n over 2 equals 5, n over 2 equals negative 5, I can kind of just know that that one is going to be equal to negative 5. Okay, so n over 2 really means n divided by 2. So in order to move that, we got to say times 2 on both sides. So times 2 times 2. And so that cancels out the n. So you're going to be left with n equals 5 times 2 is 10. Negative 5 times 2 is negative 10. And so those are our 2 answer options. A lot of times you're going to get 2 that are the exact same numbers. So like up here, we got 5 and negative 5, 7 and negative 7, 10 and negative 10. But that's not always going to be the case because like when you start doing addition and subtraction, you're going to get 2 different ones, okay? So again, with 7, my answer is negative 4, okay, as of right now. So we're going to say equals, or 4, I'm sorry, equals -4. So we have two equations we need to solve at the same time. Okay, so I have k divided by 8, so that's going to be really times 8, times 8, times 8. Okay, so 4 times 8 is going to be 32. -4 times 8 is -32. Okay, and then the last one that we're going to do together is going to be number 10. Okay, and so again, you can see on number 9, there was a lot more work. Okay, so this one, again, I'm going to do the shorter way. So we're going to say, my answer right now is 12. So we're going to say, comma, equals -12. Okay, so a minus 2. So I need to move the 2. So we're going to say plus 2, plus 2, plus 2. So I'm left with a equals 12 plus 2 is 14. -12 plus 2 is -10. Okay, so we can clearly see here that this is a lot less work than this. Okay, so you guys are going to do number 2, 4, 6, and 8 by yourself. The rest, 11 through 20, we're just crossing off. Okay, so you have 4 problems to do, the 4 left on the front here that I didn't do, 2, 4, 6, and 8. And then make sure that you submit your document and you're done for today. Have a good day.